All right, you guys are in for a real treat. Again, one of the things that we believe in Hope Quest is behind every addiction there's a story. Nobody just wakes up and wants to struggle with addiction. And learning our stories and sharing our stories is a powerful way to share our recovery. So I want you guys to join me in listening to this story. You guys welcome Laina.
Hello. So, it's so amazing to see so many people that I know here. I didn't even expect to have so many connections here. I thought it was going to be a bunch of random people, honestly, but I come here and just immediately welcomed by all of you. So I'm honored to be introducing not only the founder of the Power of Peace movement, but also my dad. So he's here as well. He's got a lot to say, a lot of tattoos, and an amazing story. So I was also asked to share a little bit about my experience in recovery, and when I came into recovery, I had a lot of trouble just saying hello to people. I didn't really know how to make genuine connections. It wasn't something that was easy for me, and now I'm here and on the stage, and it's just truly a blessing to have the sobriety and the courage to be able to do something as terrifying as this. It's just such a blessing. I'm so grateful for all of you, and I'm excited to hear what my dad has to say. He's been so supportive of my sobriety, of my recovery. It's been a huge part of my journey. So thank you guys for listening to me today. Thank you for letting me share. And here is Kid Cummings.
Hey everybody, my name's Kid, and I'm in long-term recovery, which means I've been company to take a break for about 17 years. And in my family line, that's a rare thing. In my line, the men are thirsty. My dad, his dad, his dad, his dad, and it didn't miss me. And so it didn't miss my daughter. It's a generational thing. Sometimes it might skip around a little bit, but it didn't. And before our lady came up here, I looked at her and I said, sometimes our reality exceeds our dreams. And because I was just having like a moment, I'm standing there with my daughter, and we're at a recovery event together, and she is a soldier. Anybody out there that's trying to do this thing, do it like Laina. She is a soldier. I mean, she straightens me out. I mean, she really does. She's my conscience, you know, but I couldn't be more proud. And this is a dream. We're gonna stand up here and hug for a while. Y'all just have to, no, I'm just playing. All right, I'm just gonna do two things before I sit down. One is I'm gonna introduce you to my partner Roots, and then I'm gonna show you my latest tattoo and tell you why. All right, so if you see me on the stage, I'm either in a prison, which I don't want to see anybody, and I do a lot of work in prisons trying to help people get free. Or you might see me at a school, because the Power Peace Project, we work in a lot of schools and try to help keep kids in school, off the streets, off drugs, out of jail, out of cemeteries. And then I work with the juvenile court kids because they cause a little bit of trouble. Maybe we can intervene before they get there. And then I work in the juvenile prisons to help the ones that have gotten there and will be there for a minute. And so, in any of those places, I also preach at churches. I'm going to have Roots with me. And the reason I call him Roots and not just a stick or a cane or a staff, Roots is my partner. And it's because the gentleman that made him for me is named Roots. And I was working down in a tough part of Atlanta, and we're doing gang intervention stuff down there. And there's this cool little brother, and he would always come up to me and want to make friends. He'd be like, this kid, hey, you need a stick. And he always had these cool sticks. And I said, why do I need a stick? And he said, because these streets are dangerous, and you need protection. And I'm like, how do I get one? And so he said, that's my hustle. I will hook you up. And so a week later, my buddy Roots, he comes up and he gives me this beautiful, it's not a walking stick, it's not really a cane, and it's not really a staff. And I've asked this to literally tens of thousands of people. I hold it up and I say, what do you see? And all I hear is a stick, a staff, a cane, and not one person has ever said a branch. And the branch is fundamentally what it is, right? But this branch that was in downtown Atlanta at the top of a 100-year-old oak tree, it was a storm or it was a lightning strike or an axe at the bottom of the tree, but something knocked this thing out of its purpose, and in a moment it became trash. That's what happens when things fall. Celebrate them up in the sky, but you hit the street and you're trash. And that thing was destined to be kicked aside, trampled on, and burned until one brother saw it for what it could be. Everybody else saw trash. He saw, ooh, that's an instrument of protection for my friend. And so he got it and he started molding it, shaping it, knocking off things that didn't need to be on it. And he got it all the way down to what he felt like was the essence of this branch. And this becomes symbolic in my work because those of us that are in the battle, the struggle that we're in, we all got to the point where we were laying on our backs just a broken, nasty branch that people did not believe in anymore. And somebody saw us, and that's what recovery does. I see you for what you could be. And I see you for who you want to be, you know, and then we start walking toward that thing and we realize potential. Because that's what hasn't happened yet. Now, I also told you I was going to tell you about my tattoo. So, and I can't expect you to see it. It's not quite done yet, but it's a buffalo. And so it's kind of like, why you got a buffalo? I'm going to tell you something different about a buffalo. It's the only creature in God's creation that runs into a storm. Everything else has the sense to run away from a storm, but a buffalo runs right at it. And the reason why is they see it rolling toward them, and they decide that I'd rather hit it head on. I'm going to get through it quicker than is if I run this way, because if you run away from the storm, that joker follows you, and the storm just beats the hell out of you the further you go. But if you charge the storm, man, you can get through it. You're still going to get beat on. It's still hard, Kevin. But you're going to get on the other side quicker and wiser. So I decided, man, I'm a buffalo. I'm going to charge the storm. And so those that are in this thing we call recovery, man, you're not a nasty branch. Man, you're a symbol of hope. And hope is the new dope. That's what I'm talking about. So charge the storm, which means get into recovery like my daughter, man. She's a beast. Go after it, and you can find your hope. God bless y'all. Love y'all. Peace.
What an awesome story. Kid, Laina, thank you guys so much.